Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse, and today I am continuing to play with that colour combo that I did the other day when I did that blowing technique. But I want to change the blue, and I want to change the style of pour, and I want to put some silicone in the paint this time. So I'm going to paint onto this record, and it's a scary looking thing. Quite heavy to paint over this one. This is but just for all of you that are worried, my records have been given to me by a record collector. He buys bulk lots of records from people getting rid of them and goes through them, hands over to me or to the rubbish dump, either or. Scratched, not valuable records, so you don't need to worry. All of these that I use are not valuable in any way. So what I would like to do with this piece is do a pour and I want to do it with a long thin tube. So let's bring that on. So as you can see, this tube has been poured through before. I don't even remember which painting I did with this, but I did. But I'm going to use the other end because it has a smooth bottom. As you saw, I put a piece of tape, just clear plastic wrapping tape, over the back of the hole. And what I'm going to do, because I always do, is start with white, then I'm going to just layer my colours with white and have a bit of a play. But I do want to have some silicone in there, and so I'm gonna just put a little bit of my dimethicone, which comes in the form of Durex Play, on my finger. That didn't work. Just because I do it doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. Maybe I just put I know. I'm not sure what I'm doing, to be really honest. So let's layer on some Payne's Grey, a little bit more white, some Viridian Hue, which is looking very thick. Hold on, let me just thin that down. Alright. Some Viridian Hue, still looking a bit thick, but it's okay, that's all I'm putting in there anyway. Some more white, now for some Prussian blue, some more white. And some violet. This one's got some silicone in it. And some more white. And I'm going to go around again. I really like the colour that Payne's Grey and white make, but only when they're mixed on this sort of basis. Oh, it's starting to leak. It's exciting. It's about that far up the tube now, so I think we've got enough paint in there. Okay, now I'm going to lift, but I'm only going to lift enough just to let the paint out the bottom. So let me just see how it's kind of seeping out. That's the sort of behavior I'm looking to create by keeping here we go. By keeping the lip under the paint, you get a totally different response than if you just lift it up. It's quite fun. I like it anyway. What can I put that on to drain? There we go. So let's see what the torch will bring up. Butane torch. If it goes. There it goes. So what do we use the torch for? Popping air bubbles. And just slightly warming the paint, which brings the silicone up to the top, or the dimethicone in this case. When you're talking about acrylic pouring, when somebody says silicone, it could be all sorts of different combos that they're using, and there's a lot of options out there. I've used CRC silicone sprayed into a bottle and let de-aerate. I've used notice how I keep moving though, not stopping at any one point. The flame is not touching the paint to cook it, it just keeps moving. And I didn't put enough silicone in there. There's silicone in the purple and you can really tell that. Look at this. Let me zoom in. You can see that there's silicone in the purple, but there's nothing else in there. So here's Michelle's magic flick technique. You put a little bit of oil on your finger and flick. And there we go, we're getting more cells showing up. And I like to do that before I stretch, because that way when you stretch your paint, you get a lot more. But I'm looking at the quantity of paint on this record and it's not particularly large. And I'm going to lose a whole lot of that if I just leave it. So let's bring some white in around the sides just to give that paint something to roll over. And by doing that, you create a space on which the paint can just spread over top of the white rather than you losing all those pretty cells that you've just worked hard to create. And just spreading that out to create a base. I'm really liking the look of this, and I really don't want to lose it. It's feeling really well balanced. You may be hearing a little bit more noise, outside noise than normal. I've got the door open. It's a beautiful spring day today. We've had a few days of rain, and I'm just really enjoying the sun. All right, zoom you back out a bit so we can not miss any of this. And just gonna tilt. See how it slides over top of that white? Just to there. Bring it back. Oh, look at those cells. That viridian hue has gone quite lime greenish, which is quite interesting. Keep thinking I should do some Christmas stuff, and I realized that actually you guys are finding all my Christmas stuff from last year and watching all my Christmas baubles and trees and things that I did last year. So let me know if you want me to create something new and exciting for Christmas decorations. But oh, look at this. That violet is doing fabulous things. The Payne's grey is just giving us a bit of backdrop. Just get all of this white off. Oh, that is stunning. I like that. I got my mojo back. First time. Just by tapping, it kind of helps to pull a particular area over the edge. I'm liking that, guys. Really liking it. Really liking it. Oh, how does it get any better than that? There's a big Prussian blue dark spot through there, but there's actually not a lot else of Prussian blue. But I really like it. Just going to give it a quick torch just to pop air bubbles. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to bring up lots of little bits of anything. There we go. Oh, I like that. I do. I like it. I like it a lot. Yay! Alright. Well, that was fun. Let me get you down and show you up close. Okay. Let's do it. Look at these cells here. They just look like little rocks in a riverbed. They're so pretty. And then the water's running through the riverbed and going out to the outside again. But, oh, I love it. I love it. I really like this blue here. But I know that will be very dark when it dries. But that's okay. Just the multi-lined. This is one of the things you get with flicking it on the top if you've got lots of layers. So if you notice, I put colour, white, colour, white, colour, white, and then I went through again. And so this is how you get these multi-layered, multi-coloured rings on your cells, is to have lots of layers of paint. You can't expect to get multi-layered rings when you just put one layer of one colour and one layer of another colour. It's just not going to happen. But when you do multi-layers within your cup, you get these layers. Oh, that's pretty cool. So there you go. So what I like to do in my videos, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hi in the comments below. I'd love to say hi to you in person. Is show you it when it's dry. So I'm going to do that. But I just realised I've poured quite a bit of colour off the side. Let's have a look down there. Do you think that's usable? I think we can probably dip some cabochons out in that. So I'll move this aside and be right back to show you dipping cabochons. And then we can go on to the dry result. Okay, so this here is what I poured off the painting. This patch here is what came out of the roll when I let it stand while we were doing the painting. So I'm really quite liking what's in there. And I'm just tossing up what shape to do on it. I'm thinking, because thinking is stinking, if I did a long rectangle, I can fit it that way. But if I do an oval, I can fit it that way. Long rectangle, oval. Oval's lighter, so I'm going to go with the oval. What's light is true for you. Maybe different for you than for me, but it's for me that was lighter to go with the oval. So I'm going to go in. For those of you that haven't seen me do this before, if I can get it to focus. So I've got my glass cabochon with the flat side pointing out, the rounded side stuck to some blue tack, which is kind of like poster putty, but not as sticky apparently. Apparently poster putty in the States is a lot more tacky, whereas blue tack is not. Anyway, and that's just stuck to one of my stir sticks. And that gives me a handle to manipulate and hold, and I'm just going to dip that straight into the paint. Just like that. And what it does is it picks up that top layer and you get exactly what you saw. If I can get you to see it. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. And then to dry them, you just stick them paint side up and leave them alone. And usually when you've done that, let's see if we've got anything. quite often you'll get quite a funky afterglow. That looks like a bit of a butterfly actually, but I could just leave that like that to dry. Let's have a look what else is in here. It's not particularly inspiring me, to be honest. Oh, can you see the skeleton kind of? That looks weird. Anyway, what I might do is just do a bit of a scrape and see what it reveals under there. Oh, here we go. Now, always recommend that you polish the flat side of your cabochon before you dip, because whatever's on there is going to be there after you dipped. But it'll get covered in paint. I'm really liking this, and I'm going to put a circle in that one. I've got a bit of deja vu on that. It's similar to one I've done before, but from this angle it looks like a stormtrooper helmet. Anyway, isn't it funny what you see? And what else is in there? So you can just keep playing and keep playing and keep playing, really. It's a never-ending story. I'm going to do a long rectangle. Through there. That's pretty. What else? What else? What else? This is kind of looking a bit like a love heart. So I've got a love heart cabochon, and I'm just going to dip that in. See what it looks like. Doesn't look like a love heart anymore, but it's subtle. One more play. Oh, sorry, out of focus. And I'm just going to do my little silicone on finger trick again. Just the tiniest little flecks of silicone can make the coolest of cells. Oh, those birds are having fun out there. I'm going to do a long skinny rectangle. These are quite skinny, but they're quite funky when they're done. Awesome. Right, gonna leave it at that, guys. Let all of this dry and I will finish this video. Actually, you know what, I'm really liking the green. I don't know how well that comes out for you, the green in that. It's a lot greener than that looks. I'm thinking I might just put a round one in there. I buy these cabochons on Amazon. You can also get them on like Wish or many of those online shopping places. There's a link to where I get them from on Amazon in the description. So if you are keen to give this a go with your painting, go for it. Oh, look at that, cells. Sometimes it's not the dip that you think you're going to get that gets you the results you want. It's what's left over behind. That you can then re-dip. So I am going to do that. I'm going to re-dip another round one in there. And if you've got a big puddle like this, you can end up dipping over and over again in the same spot. See if I was to torch that again. There's more cells coming. Anyway, I'm going to stop there and I'm going to come back to you when these are all dry and show you the full end result. So that will be your time in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, it's dry and looking fabulous. I like it a lot. I like it. What else do I say? I like it. It's got some really cool, yummy cells. It's just pretty. Just pretty. Not just pretty, it's pretty. Yay! How often do you decrease the value of what you're saying by putting just in front of it? I do that a lot. I'm changing that now. I really like this patch here. Really, really like it. How's it getting any better than that? Yummy! I really love this blue cell over here. It's just funky dunky. Look at him. So, let's move on and have a look at the cabochons. How did they come out? Let's see. They came out pretty. How does it get any better than this? I don't know if I can get these two. There we go. I don't know what to say about them. They're all just so pretty. I really like that one. I think it's because it's a bit darker. Oh, we've got a helicopter coming over. It is talk about noisy today. I came out to do this just before and the neighbour started up their weed eater. And oh, how's it get any better? Anyway, so there you go. I had fun painting this. I'm really pleased with the result of this painting. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with you some more stuff this week. Going live my Friday again. 2 weeks in a row. How did you get so lucky? And then we will be, yeah, so just remember, my Sunday, Monday, Wednesday and Friday are my posting days. Make sure you hit subscribe and the bell notification to find out when I post. If you enjoy my videos, if you would like to join me on the video chat for the live ones, head on over to patreon.com/mickeyart. And it's $10 a month to be on with me live, talking in my ear rather than typing. And $50 a month will get you not only that, but also the you get to do a painting with me, just you and me and the video, and we get to play together. It's so much fun. So, what else is possible, guys? I'm going to get this record out of the sun before it starts to distort in shape. And I will see you again super soon. Bye-bye.